Rohit, how is it to take on a not so dominant Australia? But does the tag of 5-time champions, you are cagey about it, or how is it that?
No, I mean, I don't agree with not being dominant. They've won 8 out of 8, the last 8 games that they've played, and they played it really well. So it's going to be a good contest. You know, both teams obviously, uh, both teams deserve to be at this stage playing the finals, and we do understand the importance of what Australia uh, can do. They are a very complete side, and for us, again, what is important is to focus on what we want to do as a team. And I have said it many a times in the past in this tournament, and even now I will say the same thing, that don't want to worry about what the opposition is and what kind of form they are in and all of that. We need to focus on what is important for us, what we need to do as a team and as players as well. So a lot of focus and a lot of time is given to that thought, and we will stick to it.
Rohit, the nation wants to know whether, why are you laughing? Whether the team is calm, quiet, and composed for the final?
Come to the ground, you'll see the players. It's obviously an optional training. Not everyone is here because, I mean, it's before the game. Usually we keep an optional training so that the guys can do what they want to do. But yeah, leading up to every game, we've been quite composed, quite calm about what we want to do because we know how it is outside the environment that we have. We know how it is, and the expectations and the pressure and the criticism and everything. So it's important that we stick to our strength, our group, and what we want to do as a team. This is not just now. This has been happening since game number 1. That we have tried to maintain that calmness around the dressing room, even on the field. When there is a situation where we've been put under pressure, we try to stay calm and just react to that pressure.
No, I wanted to know this because on the eve of the final, that is important. It's a different match altogether, and not many players have played or took part in such a final.
Yeah, absolutely right. But Abhi, inside what they feel, I can't tell you because I'm not spending 24 hours with them, so I don't know how each individual will be feeling. But when they are around the group, around our meetings, around our trainings, everybody seems to be quite relaxed and calm. Like I said in the last PC as well, I was asked about dealing with pressure. I said, being an Indian cricketer, you have to deal with pressure. There is no doubt about it. So that's given, and it's there. It's going to be constant. Today we are playing, tomorrow someone else will play, day after someone else will play. So they have to deal with these kind of pressure, criticism and everything. Accolades as well. I'm not just saying criticism. You guys have praised a lot of players as well. So everything is included. You have to deal with it as a elite sportsman. You have to deal with all these kind of things. But yeah, looking...
Rohit, 1 minute, please. Rohit, is it working? Yeah. Seamer's performance, 54 wickets between 3 and 31 by spinners. Is it the best you have seen as a player and captain? They perform as a professional group of bowlers, glimpses of which was seen in Colombo during the Asia Cup.
Yeah, I can say that. I mean, the bowlers have actually done a great job for us in this tournament. When we started off, we were chasing in the first 4 or 5 games, and to restrict teams below 300 on Indian conditions was a great effort. So it's not been easy. Containing batsmen, restricting the opposition is not an easy job. But our seamers and the spinners did that perfectly. And then again, when the second half of the tournament where we had to defend scores, we've defended quite clinically as well. So yeah, I can say that they've been very professional. They know what is expected out of them. All the three seamers that have played in the second half, Shami, Siraj, Bumrah, they know exactly what is expected and they try and... Yeah, yaar, phone band rakho yaar.
Pat, all the best for the final. Uh, People are already building it up as India coming hard at you for the 2003 revenge as well as the WTC final, which you also played as a captain and won it. So, and Indians also have the home advantage. You expect the Indians to come really hard at you, especially when they are in a kind of form which Australians were in 2003 and 2007.
Yeah, I mean, neither player from both sides were there in 2003, so it feels a long time ago. But we know it's going to be a packed house. There's going to be 130,000 fans here supporting India. So it's going to be awesome. They've been playing really well, undefeated this tournament. But we know at our best we can give them a good shake. We've played them quite a lot over the last couple of years with success. So it's all building up for a nice final. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The way he bowled a couple of nights ago up in Kolkata was fantastic. Bowled 7 straight, a couple of key wickets, could have easily had a couple of more. So, opening partnership between him and Joshy Hazlewood's going to be a big one for us. We saw what impact they can have on a game when they bowl like they did the other night. So they're both big game players, played in a few ICC finals now, so know what it takes.
Pat, you guys are no stranger to playing against India. As the start of the tournament, you have said that you have played India more than any team else. So just wanted to know that have you faced any other more dominating Indian side, or should I say any other more ruthless Indian side than this one?
I think it's hard to say. They've certainly played really well this World Cup. I think we certainly I don't think we scored par in that first game, but we're one catch away from potentially being in front of that game. So there's lots of, we won an ODI series here early on in the year. There's lots of moments we can draw on where we've had success against a really good Indian side.
Pat, you said you know what it takes, and you've played in a lot of big games before, big tests, big one-days, big T20s. But 100,000 people wanting you to fail is probably something new. How do you deal with that, and how does the team deal with that?
I think you've got to embrace it. The crowd's obviously going to be very one-sided, but it's also, in sport, there's nothing more satisfying than hearing a big crowd go silent, and that's the aim for us tomorrow. You've just got to embrace every part of a final. Even in the lead-up, there's going to be noise and more people and interest, and you just can't get overwhelmed. You got to be up for it. You got to love it, and just know, whatever happens, it's fine. But you just want to finish the day with no regrets.
Hi, as a fast bowler, what do you think are the challenges you face while bowling on Indian wickets?
I think similar to a lot of ODI cricket in general, the ball obviously swings for a few overs, but after that there's not much swing. So you've got to try and create wickets in other ways. It's not necessarily catches behind the wicket like you might have in Australia. So you've got to be brave with some of the balls you use, slower balls, bouncers. You got to keep it, find that balance between mixing it up, but also not go chasing too much. So I think we've struck that balance pretty well. And at least over here in India, a lot of the time by the end of the innings, things like cutters work perhaps better than it does elsewhere in the world.